Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, commenting on our May 27th Bible reading, which included 1 Kings chapter 3, 2 Chronicles chapter 1. We had some of 1 Kings chapter 4, as well as Kings chapter 5 and a portion of 7, and some other portions. And so this was large in part with the beginning of Solomon as king and his sacrifice that he offered at Gibeon before the Ark of the Covenant. And at some point along in there, it sounds like the Ark was transferred back to Jerusalem. But at any rate, at this point, he offered the sacrifice of 1,000 burnt offerings upon the altar there. And God said in a dream to Solomon, "Ask what you will that I shall give you." And because he asked for wisdom and understanding to guide his people, because that was in his heart, not to ask for greed or anything for self-aggrandizement or whatever, God gave him his request and blessed him with other things, long life and riches, so that there was none like Solomon after him. And so just an amazing thing to ask what you will of God. I believe he's asking that same question to each one of us. And it just depends on what's in our heart as to what we receive, what we seek for. Recently, Sunday school lesson had a quote from William Carey in it, Carey, I believe. It's William Carey or Carney, one of the missionaries from England to India back in the early 1900s. And he said, expect great things from God. Attempt great things. And so maybe he just said, expect great things, attempt great things. I think it was just 6 words associated with his statement. But oftentimes we can say we believe in God to do great things, but we never attempt great things for God to do through us. And so the challenge to me and to you is ask. God, I want a heart to ask for the advancement of your kingdom, to bless your people. Help it to be in my heart to ask for things that would bless you and bless others, not to ask for selfish things, but things that can benefit your kingdom. And so a great thing that took place there was Solomon and God granting his request and taking care of the other needs. It goes back to what Jesus said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given unto you. He'll take care of the rest. And then an example of the wisdom of Solomon came when 2 harlots, and I struggle a little bit to understand that, because it seemed like under the law that was not supposed to happen in Israel. There should not be prostitution. And so not sure how this even happened, that these women would be in his kingdom, or that it would not be something that would be condemned, that they would even be mindful to come before the king. But at any rate, I don't understand that part of it, but the wisdom that Solomon showed, knowing that the woman whose child it was would not want it to be killed, and the woman that already had lost her child wouldn't care. And so he demonstrated his wisdom in his determination of that. And then some of it's just the princes and officers that were in Israel to challenge our vocabulary and our pronunciations. And then is beginning to prepare to build, as he called for Hiram and the various agreement that was made there to begin toward building the temple. And so that pretty much concludes our work today. And so just know that if we're doing the work of God, he knows how to place people in our lives with the skills and the abilities and the materials to help us provide for his kingdom and to bless his kingdom. And so that's going to conclude our comments for today and for May the 27th. God bless you.